I was 4 years old when I got the news. I didn't know what to think. I was so confused. Your father's gone was the word the pastor said. And at 4 years old, I couldn't comprehend that gone meant dead. I looked over my brother screaming. He's crying. Our father isn't gone. Don't say that. Stop lying. He promised me that he would never leave. Our father isn't gone. Don't say that to me. And as my mom walked by with her eyes full of tears, at 4 years old, that was a lot to bear and still. As the years went by, I got a closer understanding. My father put himself in a position not to be here, and the knowledge of that did damage. Slowly, I began to feel worthless. I had a pain in my heart, and I didn't deserve it. I attempted suicide twice by the age of 10. And at the age of 13, I tried to do it again. See, I was hurting because my father not being around, it left me broken. But thank God for my mom. She helped to keep me lifted. She said, God has a purpose for your life and you don't have to go out like he did. And see, my uncle, he promised that he'll be there for us. So we'll get our bags ready, but he'll never show up. I guess the sight of his brother's kids was just too much. And if I'm being quite honest, that was the start of my rage. I became a child that was full of hate. I hated my dad for what he did. He tore me up inside. I was just a kid who wanted a father. I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to run into his arms and embrace his hugs. See, he robbed me of some things that I would never get back, like father-daughter dances, walking me down the aisles, watching my kids being born, all of that. He hurt me in the worst way, but the beauty in that is that I'm now okay. And I don't count it as a loss, only a blessing. It's a part of my story. And the truth is, I'm still standing. See, my fifth grade teacher, she gave me a journal and a pen. She said, baby, you may never talk to me. You just don't hold it in. You take this pen and you take this paper and you create your own ending. And little did she know my journey in writing was just beginning. I started out writing poetry that turned into stories, which developed into plays. I didn't understand the power of my words until someone came up to me one day to say, hey, miss, your play taught me how to hold on and cherish life. And it was that very moment I knew the power to create gave life. See, writing saved my life. Putting it into words saved someone else's. And I have a friend who loves to dance because she said it helped her when she was helpless. Growing up, my brother played the tuba. It soothed his mind. You see, music is art. And I have daughters who love to draw and create masterpieces straight from the heart. You see what I did there? I named all things art because art is a form of medicine that heals the broken when torn apart. And if given a chance, that's what I want to do. Bring that type of awareness for people like me and for people like you. See, writing that poem saved my life. That moment, that simple gift, a journal and a pen changed everything for me. It didn't just give me a voice, it gave me hope, peace, strength. And through the years, I've discovered that creativity isn't just an outlet, it's survival. And that's what I want to focus on today. How creativity has the power to heal. How through creative outlets, our pain can be the most beautiful part of our story. If we look around, I believe we could all agree that we're living in the middle of a mental health crisis. Rates of suicide, anxiety, depression are climbing higher every year. And more people are claiming to feel alone than ever before. According to the World Health Organization, as of September 2025, more than 1 billion people globally are living with a mental health disorder. And in the span of a year, 727,000 people died by suicide. If you hear this, I hope it's clear. These aren't just statistics. These reflect broken homes, shattered hearts, and hidden cries. And too often, conversations around mental health focuses on stigma and pathology. But what if we shifted the narrative? What if we help individuals realize that creativity isn't just a hobby, something that we do to pass time? What if creativity is one of the most underused foundational tools for prevention and recovery that we have? Studies have shown that individuals who spend at least 20 minutes of creative activities a day, such as writing, dancing, singing, music, art, therapy, reports lower levels of stress and anxiety. Neuroscientists have shared that these creative expressions activate the same reward pathway in the brain as human connection and love. These creative avenues soothe the nervous system and help to regulate emotions. In the educational system, creative writing programs help students manage trauma and grief. In prison, poetry workshops have proven to lower violence. And in hospitals and therapy, music, art, and drama therapy serves as a method to not only help patients navigate trauma, but to heal faster. So imagine if we stop treating creativity as secondary and we recognize it as a vital form of medicine and healing. And the truth is, creativity isn't just for the artist, it's for all of us. It's for the student who sketches in a notepad because it's the only time that they feel empowered. It is for the person who writes songs or make beats in the dark to help them process the words that they can't say in the light. It is for the parents who write prayers in their journals just to help them make it through the day. It's for all of us. And the truth is, art in any form gives pain a place to go. I learned the effects of keeping pain inside in one of the most heartbreaking ways. In 2019, my mentee, 19, had just graduated high school. He was an actor, a dancer, a singer, full of life and talent. He reached out to me and asked me if I had any opportunities for him to showcase his talent. At the time, I was pregnant, overwhelmed, and juggling with my own life storms. So I told him I didn't have anything at the moment. A week later, I received a call from his grandmother informing me that he had taken his own life. I'll never forget that phone call. And I carried the weight of that conversation for a long time, wondering if he had just one more reason to show up, one more opportunity to create, would he still be here? And that grief fueled a responsibility in me that I cannot walk away from. It reminded me that creativity isn't just expression, it could be survival. And as a writer, an educator, and a 3-time suicide survivor, I have lived and witnessed how the arts and creativity are foundational to the preservation of life. Beyond my own story, I have spent years guiding students and artists, watching them use creativity to find their voices and heal. All those years ago, my teacher didn't hand me a pen. She gave me access to heal. And that's the shift we need to make, to stop treating creativity as optional and recognize it as foundational to survival and recovery. So, the next time you're in pain, be intentional and give your pain place to go. Write, dance, sing, paint. Create your way back to life. Treat your art as primary, foundational, central. Create your way back to life because when pain has a place to go, it doesn't have to stay inside. Thank you.